Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio and day 2 of working on a new track. So yesterday we got started on the next song to follow up the release of my current single, To the Wolves. This song started with zero direction and I tapped out a beat and started a kind of chord progression yesterday just with some MIDI stuff in here. And at the end of the day I wasn't really happy with it, and I came back in this morning and just hate it, so I'm starting over from scratch. And I have an idea of what I want to do now. Before I had zero direction, and now fortunately through kind of figuring out what I don't want to do, I've got a little bit of direction for the track. So we're going to dive in today. We'll start out with some guitars and try to get a skeleton put together for this, and then we're going to go from there. What I have in my head is a cool kind of rockin' up-tempo thing, and hopefully I can pull it off. So let's dig in. All right, so I think I've got something going on here that I actually like a lot. So I've been playing around with guitar stuff and just like trying to come up with the right chord progression that I think fits the idea in my head. So I think I've got it together. You see on the screen here, I've got some guitar tracks, just a couple stereo tracks, and then some program stuff in here as well. And basically what I did is I started actually at 118 BPM and tracked the guitars in, and then I wasn't happy with the tempo. I sang like the melody idea I have for it over the top of it, which is probably going to change, but the general idea is going to stay the same. I tracked it at 118. I just wasn't feeling the tempo, so I flex timed the guitars, just polyphonic, didn't set any parameters, just so they would pull to the right tempo, and I bumped it up to 125. I actually took it to 135. That was too fast. And so I went to 125, and here's what I've got so far. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. If you listen, let me just mute this stuff. If I mute these two MIDI things, this bass and this little synth thing, it's very 90s. Right? Which I'm not opposed to. I love 90s rock. I play in a 90s rock band. But I wanted to bring it forward to kind of match the TDIII vibe that I continue to kind of have going on, which is that synthy kind of 80s inspired thing. So I added these two elements, and I think it helps a lot. So now the next step is drums. I am going to give a shot to tracking live drums, though I'm afraid it's going to push it to 90s rock, but that's okay. I have a pretty good idea in mind, and I think that if I can get the drum part that I like with acoustic drums, then I'm going to layer the crap out of some samples and some electronic stuff to make it become more like an electronic drum track, and that's my goal for this song. So that's the next step. I'm going to hop in the drum room, and we'll see what we come up with. drums are done. And I actually am pretty happy with the live drum track, with the acoustic drum track. So I think that my vision is on par with with the instrumentation I have put down so far. I guess I should reverse that. I think the instrumentation I've put down so far is on track to meet the vision that I have in my head, which is cool. So I'm going to hop on a screencast here and just show you a little bit. What I did was I kept the drums really simple. I wanted to create a solid foundation that will have a live drum track feel, but will lend itself to having a lot of other intricate parts over top of it. The drums are not supposed to be the standout showstopper of this track. Or unless you're a metal band, honestly, I don't think that the drums are supposed to be the thing anyway. A great drum part will be exemplified by a great song, in my opinion. So my effort is not to prove to anybody how great I am at the drums, but my effort is to just make the best song I can. Having said all of that, we'll dive in and I'll show you what I've got. Kind of dancey. This is the verse pattern the whole time, is this just 4 on the floor, 16th notes on the hats, and then when we get to the chorus, we open up. So big open chorus, big epic chorus, and then second verse is the same, and then we get to the bridge. So I had to get a little riffy in there, right? So yeah, that's it today. I'm going to clean all this up, and then I might track some bass if I have time today, and I will show you that tomorrow. But as far as the vlog is concerned, I'm going to sign off because I feel like I've gotten a fair amount done. I'm really happy with where this track is going. I'm calling it All I Wanted because the idea I have in my head for the chorus, that's the main lyric. So we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it'll go somewhere cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.